Yeah. Running midnight inventory slow, taking stock of everything I know, what I have and what I've given now, what remains and what I'm still about. People I loved and love me back, things I'd rather have but chose to lack. Choices that I take again for sure, and the ones I do completely more. On one side the ledger shows the gains, all the sunshine, all the gentle rain that fell on me when I wasn't looking up. All the moments when my empty cup got filled by people I did deserve. All the time somebody held their nerve when I was falling apart, it seems. All the kindness, all the patient dreams. Midnight inventory, inventory. Every item tells its own small story. Midnight inventory, inventory. Counting what is real above the glory. Not about the things that people see, about the private truth of what makes me the sum of all these credits and these debts. Midnight inventory never forgets. Yeah, yeah. On the asset side, a steady mind, steady mind. People who were patient, hard to find, hard to find. Health enough to walk and breathe and think. Yeah, time enough to pull me from the brink. On the other side of things I owe, conversations that I let go slow, friendships that I should have tended more, rooms I left without closing the door. There's this person I was cruel to once, not dramatic, just a long months. Slow withdrawal that they felt, but I pretend it wasn't happening, didn't try to bridge the growing gap between us two. Just let it widen till we were through. That lives here in the column marked as dead, something that I haven't settled yet. Midnight inventory, inventory. Every item tells its own small story. Midnight inventory, inventory. Count on what is real above the glory. Not about the things that people see, about the private truth of what makes me the sum of all these credits and these debts. Midnight inventory never forgets. Inventory isn't about regret, it's about knowing what you haven't yet. Settled up, accounted for a claim, knowing what you wanna have explained. Yeah. Close the ledger at 2:45. Surprisingly imbalanced, it would seem. More on a positive than I had guessed. More to give than I'd have ever blessed. Midnight inventory complete. Tomorrow I can walk to its own beat, with a cleaner picture of my state. Midnight honest always makes us great. Doesn't mean that everything is even, just means I know what I've been given, and what I gave, and what I still owe back, and what I need to keep on track for a life that balances in and out perfectly. But I can't comprehend the shape of it, the weight, the truth within. Midnight inventory lets me begin. Midnight inventory, inventory. Every item tells its own small story. Midnight inventory, inventory. Counting what is real above the glory. Not about the things that people see, about the private truth of what makes me the sum of all these credits and these debts. Midnight inventory never forgets. Midnight inventory, midnight inventory. Every item tells its own small story. Midnight inventory, midnight inventory. Counting what is real above the glory. Not about the things that people see, about the private truth of what makes me the sum of all these credits and these debts. Midnight inventory never forgets. Blue Note apartment, 2 rooms and a view of the alley and a slice of avenue. Miles on the speakers, low enough to think. Coffee getting cold beside the kitchen sink. This is what intelligence looks like alone. Not the performed kind, but the kind that's known in the private hours when nobody grades. The quality of thought that slowly trades its way through problems that don't have a name, in books or courses or in public acclaim. Just personal philosophical debates with yourself about what really resonates as true in your specific life and time. Blue Note apartment is where I find the quiet space to actually think things through, without performance, without proving true. Blue Note apartment, Blue Note apartment. where the jazz and solitude are patent. Blue note apartment, blue note apartment. Intelligence and stillness acquiescing. Here's where real thinking gets to breathe. Here's where I discover and believe in thoughts that don't need outside validation. Blue note apartment contemplation. Got a wall of books I'm working through at the rate of 2 a month or 2, and a notebook for the margins where I write the things that occur to me at night, about the books and what they mean today, about the world they were addressing way back in their original context, and how that maps to everything at hand right now in this moment, in this place. Blue note apartment is the sacred space where reading, thinking, writing all combine into something that is genuinely mine. Not borrowed, not performed for any crowd, just private intellectual allowed to exist without the need to show anyone anything they need to know. Blue note apartment, blue note apartment, where the jazz and solitude are patent. Blue note apartment, blue note apartment. Intelligence and stillness acquiescent. Here's where real thinking gets to breathe. Here's where I discover and believe in thoughts that don't need outside validation. Blue note apartment contemplation. Monk said it best in the intervals between the notes that no one else controls. The space inside the apartment is jazz, and the thinking is the music that it has. Midnight and the record reaches its end. Needle lifts and silence starts to blend into the apartment. Sounds of just being here. The refrigerator hum, the city near, and I sit with what I've thought tonight in the blue note apartment, getting right with the version of myself that reads and thinks while the coffee slowly cools beside the sink. This is the life I chose, instead of loud, instead of constantly performing for a crowd. Blue note apartment holds my solitary intellectual cult incumbent library of thought and music blending into one. Blue note apartment, when the day is done, is where I become most truly me. Blue note apartment is where I'm free. Blue note apartment, blue note apartment, where the jazz and solitude are patent. Blue note apartment, blue note apartment. Intelligence and stillness acquiescent. Here's where real thinking gets to breathe. Here's where I discover and believe in thoughts that don't need outside validation. Blue note apartment contemplation. Blue note apartment, blue note apartment, where the jazz and solitude are patent. Blue note apartment, blue note apartment. Intelligence and stillness acquiescent. Here's where real thinking gets to breathe. Here's where I discover and believe in thoughts that don't need outside validation. Blue note apartment contemplation. Blue note apartment contemplation. 3 a.m. and everything is still. City down below me on a hill. Pour a glass of something dark and slow. Watch the street lights put on their show. This is when my mind decides to talk. When the noise dies down and thoughts can walk. No agenda, nobody to call. Just a night of me and nothing at all. Phone face down, don't need distraction now. This is sacred time, I won't allow any interruption to this piece. When the pressure finally gets released, hand in hand I write what I've been holding. All the truths the daylight keeps from folding to something I can understand. 3 a.m. the hour makes me a better man. 3 a.m. standard, standard. That's when everything becomes transparent. 3 a.m. standard, standard. Truth comes easy when the world goes silent. No more hiding behind busy motion. No more drowning in the daily ocean. Just the clarity that darkness brings when the night reveals the honest things. Opened up a book I never read, filled with words that live inside my head. Funny how the dark can light a room when you stop being afraid of the gloom. Made a list of things I know are true. crossed out half of what I thought I knew. Everything I feared at noon looks a lot smaller under moon. Realize the weight I've been carrying around was never really mine, but still I found myself been under it for years and years, trading real living for imagined fears. Wrote down 3 things I need to let go, and 5 things that I already know. 3 a.m. don't lie about your state, shows you clear what makes your spirit great. 3 a.m. standard, that's when everything becomes transparent. 3 a.m. standard, truth comes easy when the world goes silent. No more hiding behind busy motion, no more drowning in the daily ocean. Just the clarity the darkness brings when the night reveals the honest things. Night don't lie like daylight does. The night just is what the night is. No performance and no filter through, just a quiet version of the truth, yeah. 4 o'clock crept in without a sound. City slowly starting, turning around. Watch the darkness fade to navy blue. One more night of knowing what is true. Close the book and let the silence breathe. Felt the kind of calm I can't achieve in the daylight with this rush and wait. 3 a.m. has always been my gate to the version of myself that's real. Past the image, past the way I feel. I should present myself to everyone. 3 a.m. strips that performance done, leaves me standing exactly as I am, not apologizing for the plan that my life is taking its own way. 3 a.m. prepares me for the day. 3 a.m. standard, that's when everything becomes transparent. 3 a.m. standard, truth comes easy when the world goes silent. No more hiding behind busy motion, no more drowning in the daily ocean. Just the clarity the darkness brings when the night reveals the honest thing. 3 a.m. standard, oh, oh, oh. 3 a.m. standard, yeah, yeah, yeah. 3 a.m. standard, oh, oh, oh. 3 a.m. standard, yeah, yeah.
Hey. Rolling through the city late, got nowhere to be, no need to wait. Windows down, the air feels right. Just me and the road tonight. Streetlights pass like falling stars. The city's mine between these bars. No rush, no pressure, just the flow. Taking it easy, moving slow. Night drive, feeling alive. No destination, just the vibe. Night drive, clearing my mind, leaving all the stress behind. Night drive, clearing my mind. No destination, just the vibe. Night drive, clearing my mind, leaving all the stress behind. Boulevard, empty skies clear. Everything I need is right here. Music low, the bass is warm, far away from any storm. City sleeping, I'm awake, living life, a living safe. Every corner tells a tale, every road